Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome in, welcome back. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Thursday, October 3rd, the day after that new moon in Libra that we had last night, which calls for balance and justice and fairness. So hopefully you put your intentions out there. I know I did. Did some journaling last night regarding that. Um, Today is the day that I'm finally going to do this Archangel colors video that for some reason was just being pushed back by the signs videos that I was prompted to do. So this started last Sunday, so quite a few days ago, and I was prompted to pull cards to look into colors and what their effect on us is, and the archangels that go with certain colors. And there are four that my guides brought through for me to bring to you. So I don't know if there's significance. Well, yeah, I'm sure there is. There are things going on in the US. We're leading up to our election. There's always a lot of hot-headedness, I'm hearing. People, taking sides instead of feeling like working together. There's lots of things that are going on. There's other things going on in the world, weather events, and I'm sure things that I don't even know about because I don't have cable, so I don't watch the news. Years ago, I cut the cable, and so I only hear things randomly. So, and that's because I don't like all the negativity. I just want to stay away from that. Some people think that's weird or crazy because how do I know what's happening with world events? But I feel like if I need to know something, it will come into view for me. So anyway, without further ado, just please remember this is a general message. If it's not resonating with you, just go ahead and move on. It's not gonna hurt my feelings any because I know that every reading will not resonate with everyone. So the four archangels and colors that they brought through to me were Archangel Shamuel, which is pink, Archangel Zadkiel, which is violet, Archangel Raphael, which is green, and Archangel Michael, which is blue. So I don't know if for some reason the collective needs the power and the energy and the protection of these particular archangels at this time, but we're going to go through and see what messages there are. So Shamuel, the color is pink. This is a piece of rose quartz that I have here, and this is a pink heart, and I can't remember the stone that it is. There are so many crystals and stones, and I have a lot, and I just don't know enough about those. This isn't pink. This is an orange selenite heart. It does look kind of pink. So I have a crystal deck, and I went through it, and, rose quartz, self-love. I approve of myself and love myself deeply and completely. Okay, so that's rose quartz. This is ametrine, intuition. I am fully aligned with my intuition. I trust this powerful wisdom to guide me. And that's ametrine. I don't think I have any of that. And then rhodochrosite, self-acceptance. I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life. And this is that. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like a geode. So the pink of these gemstones and this energy with Shamuel is self-love, self-acceptance, and intuition. So the cards, okay, so pink is like the heart center. Now I know the color of the chakra is green for the heart, but pink is all about love and peace, okay? With Shamuel, when you're finding it hard to love someone or come from a place of love, or when you need harmony, that's when you would call on Shamuel. So if there's someone in your life that you're feeling is hard to love for whatever reason, you're angry, you're upset, you're hurt, you're emotional, you would want to call on Shamuel and his pink ray to kind of guide you through that and help you, okay? So it's also, now I have an Angel Wisdom Tarot deck, and in this deck, the cards are associated with an archangel. And this is what I was guided to do on Sunday when I was meditating and focusing on this message, was to go through that deck and find the cards that would go with the reading. Now, of course, I didn't pull every single card, but the cards that my guides gave me that were important. So transformation, and there is a depiction of Shamuel there. That is a castle in the background, but this is the Tower card, basically. Okay, so the Tower, as we know, is transformation, as is said by the card. It's transmutation. It's sometimes the falling down of some beliefs that we have or something of that nature. I find it interesting that he's holding an hourglass because that means that it has something to do with timing as well, or at least in this deck it does. So a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations. Breaking free from procrastination. Releasing old beliefs. And then we have the Awakening card. This is, of course, the Hanging Man in the tarot. This is seeing things in a different perspective. This is relaxing. You see how he's hanging there. He kind of looks relaxed and everything is falling out of his bag and his pockets. And you see Shamuel there in the tree. And it actually looks like Shamuel is praying for this person. That's how it feels and looks to me. A temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening when you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your own uniqueness. And also charitable actions. So giving, right? That I've never heard that as far as in the Hanging Man card, but that's okay. And then the Four of Cups is also a card, and you see Shamuel there behind the tree. So he's giving his energy there. Now, Shamuel is holding a cup, and the person is sitting in front of the tree, not seeing him, not feeling him. He's looking at the fruit that has fallen on the ground. He's looking at 3 cups in front of him. So this is failing to recognize a magical opportunity. Failing to recognize a magical opportunity. Missing the point. What is the point? Right? The distraction of your daily life, which sometimes pulls us away from self-love, self-acceptance, intuition. We get distracted with our lists, with everything we have to do, bills we have to pay, which I just did before I clicked onto this. On Thursdays, that's bill paying day for me. So Shamuel is reminding us that if we are not open and awake and astute, I'm hearing, about things, that we will miss something. We will miss something. And what is the point of what we're doing here on earth? It is to grow. It is to gain insights, intuition. It is to help others. It is to live as one with each other. So with Shamuel and that pink, heart space, love, peace, right? Self-love, transformation, awakening, seeing it differently, and being aware and ready, I would say, for something to come in. So with Shamuel, I don't know if some of us, I do know. I know because my guides are giving it to me. So some of us need to be reminded to call on Shamuel, pull in the pink. Use your pink crystals if you need to see someone with love. Do you need to come from a place of love? And how can you do that? Okay, so that is the message from Shamuel. Now, what I want to do is see if there's anything in the tarot that needs to come out from Shamuel. So we're going to look at that as well. Oh man, they're grading my the front of my driveway. Good. Awesome. Okay. So for Shamuel and Pink, spirits, guides, Shamuel, do you have anything that you want to go with what we already have there? Okay. The Magician. You have the power to see things how you want to see them, to make things the way you want them to be. You have the power to, Spirit, help me with the words, transform things. Sorry, I was pointing to that. You can awaken to your magical powers to transform whatever it is that you need to transform from and in and with love. Okay? So Shamuel's message, Queen of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Abundance. How are you seeing your life right now? How are you seeing another person right now? Are you recognizing the abundance of their love, of their contribution, I'm hearing? Are we getting complacent about our partners, friends, spouses, etc.? That's what they're giving me. I know it's weird, but I have to give you what they give me. Look at the beautiful pink in this card. The sky, the flowers, her gown. Okay, so we're going to need to see things differently, stay awake and keep our eyes and ears and intuition open. We may need to do something differently or transform something with our magician side of things. The Magician is all four aces, all four elements, all four things combined. And often as human beings, we forget how powerful we are. Okay, so Shamuel and the pink ray is bringing all of this in to, I'm sorry, wake you up. Wake you up to your spiritual power. Wake you up to your source spark, God spark power that's in you. Don't settle for complacency, right? Make those changes and call on him with his pink ray. All right. I hope that this has helped. I really, really do. It feels big to me, these archangels coming in. I'm going to pause the camera and go to the next one now, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Next, we have Zadkiel and the violet ray. He is the keeper of the violet flame, which is mercy. This piggybacks right along with love and seeing someone in love and coming from a place of love. So now I guess I see a pattern kind of coming out with these particular archangels. Zadkiel is about forgiveness, transformation, transmutation, balance, and innocence and childlike. Okay, so the purple, here's my mini amethyst. I love this because I have a big one that looks almost exactly like it. And you can see the transformation from, I guess, quartz into the purple amethyst in this example here. And then I have an amethyst bracelet with a bee on it that my good friend gave me. And I keep this on, I'll just show you. This usually sits on this beautiful piece of mountain quartz, I call it. So that's usually where that sits, okay? So amethyst. Now, oddly enough, my crystal deck does not have amethyst in it. Isn't that odd? I find that odd. But the purple that they do have in there is azurite, expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. So awareness, azurite, and then the amethyst, which is goes along with the crown chakra, I believe. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. I'm in channeling mode, and I didn't write that down in my notes. So, all right. The cards that go along with Zadkiel are balance. This is temperance, and there is a depiction of Zadkiel there. He's holding two chalices. There is a rainbow behind him, the beautiful sun. I don't know why this is having such a hard time. Okay. Blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. Successful compromise. The power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. So that's one of the cards there. And this piggybacks right on that love that we had, right? I mean, this is definitely going forward with a message. The Six of Cups. You see Zadkiel there in the background with his arms, or hands, I should say, his energy pointed towards these children. So this is innocence, right? The Six of Cups is innocence. It's childlike. It's nostalgia. It's thinking about happy times. You see the kids with the little puppy and the flowers, and it's just beautiful. The boy looks like he's giving the girl some flowers, and the girl maybe giving the boy a cup with a drink in it or something. Children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, your innocence, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. So typically with that card, it's also a warning not to get stuck in the past, right? So we want to call on Zadkiel, the keeper of the violet flame, when we need to show mercy to others. That is basically his thing. Forgiveness, right? Piggybacking on when it's hard to love someone, we need to come from a place of love. So forgiveness, transforming any type of hatred or ill will towards another, we call on Zadkiel and the violet flame to help us do that, okay? This is a little bit shorter than Shamuel, but that's okay. Balance, call on him when you need to forgive or be forgiven, right? When you need to forgive or be forgiven. So far, the pattern is kind of love and forgiveness. That's what is happening so far. Okay, let's see if there's anything that wants to come out of the tarot regarding Zadkiel. Oh my gosh, and balance. Death. This is a death of the old way of doing things. How appropriate when we had that nostalgia card. We don't want to get stuck in nostalgia. We don't want to do repetitive behaviors that aren't leading us to anything, good. We always want to be coming from the place that things that we create and things that happen, challenges or anything like that, is leading us to the best for our soul growth, right? Even though things may be challenging. When we have to transform or transmute something, it calls for a change, and that is the death card. That is what that is all about. Transmutation, transformation, changing your ways, changing your thinking, right? Also piggybacking off the Shamuel message. And then the Knight of Swords. This is words, okay? This is your words and your communication. What are you communicating, right? How are you going forward in communication with this being balanced and nostalgia, expanding your awareness about things, and forgiveness? So this is a reminder that if there is someone that you need to forgive, or if you need to forgive yourself, because remember, self-love, self-forgiveness, and paying attention to the self is also very important, okay? So Violet, mercy. Show mercy to others, show mercy to yourself. And with whatever is coming up for you, whatever this is pinpointing, let's say, it could be the election, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be children, it could be disasters, it could be anything that is going on for you. Who's ever watching this, whoever was drawn to this, there are messages here. So pink, love, peace; violet, mercy, forgiveness, transformation. Okay, thank you, Zadkiel, for that message. All right, I'm going to pause it so we can move on to the next one. Okay, moving on to the next archangel that came through. It is Raphael. coming through on the green ray. This obviously is my favorite. I use my green heart light all the time, which if you've been here before, you know. I send love and ribbons of green to people that I see driving, walking on the street, homeless people, anything like that. It is just my thing. It is something I do. Raphael is coming in very strong. He comes in on the green ray of healing and of grounding you to earth, grounding you in the physical. When you need to be grounded, when you're feeling too much in nostalgia, as we had in the previous one, or too heady, too dreamy, let's say. So we can, all right, so this is Unikite, which is, I also have a bracelet of it on today. It's green and pink, but I really thought that would be a good one because green, healing, forgiveness, I feel like pink, love, green, healing go together. Okay, and then this is Malachite. This is one of my favorites. This used to be on my desk at work, but I was moved to bring it home. I don't know when that was. I think it was last week. I have 4 stones and a little feather on my desk at work. But I just love the way that this stone looks with the beautiful different striations and ribbons there. I just love that. So, Malachite. This is Serpentine, another one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites. This usually sits on my dragon deck, I believe. So Serpentine. And this is jade. This is green jade. This is actually something you can put on your eyes to get rid of puffiness. But I saw it in there and I was like, oh, that looks kind of like a heart. I'm going to bring that for this one. Okay. The crystal deck, Malachite, healing. I am a healing machine, manifesting miracles. Wow, I do love that. Serpentine. Let's see if I can. Transformation. So, transformation has come out in all 3 of these first ones. My life is transforming at the perfect time in the most powerful way. Serpentine. What else do I have? There's a lot of these, and I don't know these other 3, but I'll read them to you. Hiddenite, gratitude. I am grateful, and this loving energy fills every single cell of my being. So gratitude. All right. Whoops. Brazilianite, flexibility. I am flexible and free to be me. Oh my gosh. Yes. Flexible and free to be who you are. And then chrysoprase, nurturing. I open up and allow myself to be nurtured. Yeah, so healing is not only us healing others, it's also healing ourselves, right? So call on Raphael, the green healing light, when you need to ground yourself, when you need to overcome illness, but always coming from a place of love, right? Exchanging gifts of love, right? Green happens to be my color of protection. I know that it's not normally used that way, but this is what my guides gave me years ago. I always, before readings, I put a green bubble around myself. When I first communicate and initiate communication with my guides for readings, they're almost like their faces come through like a green crystalline bubble. Hard to explain, but that's how it is for me. So Raphael, this is the 2 of Cups. This is love, right? Or usually depicted as love or a choice. In this card, it is definitely 2, and you see the cherub there. So this is a love card. Falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Forgiveness and the ending of challenges. Forgiveness comes through again, guys, right? So who are we needing to forgive? Who are we needing to come from a place of love with? How do we transform our feelings that aren't so loving, right? Exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people you love. Wow, I feel like this is such an important message around this. They're really giving it to me like, If there is somebody in your life and you are on two different political sides, please, please, please come from a place of love. Allow people to have their own opinions. Don't feel like you need to force other people to think the way you think about anything. It could be about tarot, about spirituality, about mediums, about politics, about vaccines, about it can be about anything. Please remember, everybody's on their own path. It is not our job to force another. We can teach by example, lead by example, I'm hearing, but always, always from the green place of love. The lovers. Raphael depicted here in the back. Look at that beautiful green heart on his chest. He also has the staff of doctors. I can't remember what it's called. Some of you may know. I don't remember. This is a Gemini card, so two sides, right? The lovers, two sides of a different, two sides of the same coin. Embrace true love and deep, intimate friendship. Make choices from your heart. Vibrant health or recovery from an illness. Yeah, so we're calling on Raphael and that green ray when we need to come from a place of love, when we need to feel loved, when we need to be more loving, right? Also, making good choices from the heart base, right? Making choices from the heart. The theme is so clear to me, and hopefully it is to you as you're seeing this going through. But yeah, so call on Raphael. And remember, flexibility, healing, transformation, gratitude, and nurturing. Thank you so much, Raphael, for that beautiful message. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guides. Thank you for bringing me this message to give to the collective, to my watchers, to my viewers, to my followers. I feel like this is really important, guys. I don't know if some of us or some of you are going to be going through something where you really need to call on love and healing and mercy, because that's kind of what's coming through, right? Shamuel, love, Zadkiel, mercy, Raphael, healing, but all with the theme of love. Oh my gosh. Oh, look. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, beautiful, happy family, happy home, happiness. 10 of Wands, 2 tens. Okay. Thank you, Raphael. All right. So the 10 of Cups comes through. The 10 of Cups comes through with the happy home, the happiness. The 10 of Wands comes through with it's going to take some work to get there, right? The tens are the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle because they go down to a 1. So completing a cycle, getting to that happy, happy place, and then what is the next thing that you're going to do, right? Always remember to come from love, from healing, from gratitude, right? Be grateful for the challenges that we have because this is what they lead to. Beautiful soul growth. So they want me to say also 10 plus 10 is 20, which pairs down to a 2, which is choice. We have the choice of how we see things. Do we see this as work, 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 and get angry about it? Or do we see this as we are moving through and flowing through to get to this, right? Thank you, Raphael. Okay, so remember, you're getting there. You're getting to completion of something. You need to come from your heart. You need to be grateful. You need to do self-love, loving others, right? All of that. Okay, love, peace, mercy, healing. That's what's coming through. All right, and next we will go to Michael. So let me pause and I will be right back. Okay, so Michael. Pretty much everyone knows about Michael, right? Michael with his sword, his protection. Michael is a protector, obviously. So he comes in on the blue ray. He has his sword of protection. His sword can cut cords, right? Michael can go before you and make the way safe. So if you're driving, going on a long trip, or if you're going into a situation where you feel you need protection, you can send Michael to go ahead of you to protect you. You can call on him to be beside you, above you, wherever you need Michael to be, he will be there. So Michael is the right hand of God. And he can cut negative ties, right? Asking him to go ahead of you to clear the way, as I said. Okay, so Michael, blue. I don't have a lot of blue stones. Isn't that weird? I guess so. And I didn't find anything in the crystal deck that went with this. So I have this tiny, tiny blue. It's just a blue. It's a blue chip of a stone, and it has striations. It looks kind of like this one. This is a little bit more purple than blue. And then I have this one that's kind of bluish as well. I don't know what these are. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not well versed with crystals. I wish I was. I wish I could I have taken a class, but man, remembering all that is not easy. This was a gift from a friend of mine. And she forgot to get the card that says what kind of a stone this is. But I love it. It kind of looks like an angel wing, doesn't it? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just a beautiful, beautiful stone. So we have that. Michael. All right. So there were 3 cards from my Angel Wisdom deck with Michael. Oh, actually, this is not from that deck. This is from the... the Divine Masters. Okay, Michael was the only one of the angels that was in the Divine Masters deck. This is Michael and Faith, spiritual calling, divine protection, and breakthrough moments, right? So Michael and Faith. So having faith, right? Having protection. What is your spiritual calling? Michael and Faith can help you with that. And then the Emperor. The Emperor. There is Michael right there. He's on the Emperor card. Oh my gosh, why won't this focus? With his sword of truth. With his sword right there and his beautiful, beautiful bluish purple gown. It looks a little more purple on the camera, but it's blue. There's blue carpet under his throne there. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role. Structure and discipline. The Emperor, Michael. So this is, Michael can help you bring things out of chaos and into order. He can help you take charge. He can help you be that leader that you need to be or want to be. So Michael is very powerful, obviously, as the right hand of God. Michael can do many things. Protection is one of them, but he can also help you when you need to lead, when you're feeling trepidation about leading a meeting or leading a group or giving a presentation. Michael can be right there to help you. And then the card of ego. This is actually the devil card, but in Angel Wisdom they call it ego. So the devil is definitely our ego. It's when we have obsession, fear, or repetitive behaviors that aren't good for us, addictions, things like that. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make the choices that support your path to happiness, right? Addictions or unhealthy habits. Now, you see Michael is cutting those chains. He's setting her free. So Michael can set you free from a lot of your egoic behavior, right? Breaking free, freeing yourself from whatever it may be. Habits, obsession, addiction. Michael can also help you with your spiritual callings, right? He can help you have a breakthrough on something that you need to break through or break free from. So, and the color is blue. So if we're going back through all of this, we started with pink, love, peace, heart, coming from the heart. Then we moved on to, with Shamuel, we moved on to Zadkiel with the Keeper of the Violet Flame and mercy, forgiveness, transformation, right? balance. Then we moved into Raphael, the green ray, healing, grounding, overcoming things, coming from a place of love. And then we moved to Michael on the blue ray, protection, right? Freeing you. So you can call on Michael to free you from that those feelings you're having where you're not coming from a place of love, right? So I mean, this has kind of flowed a lot better than I thought it would. Maybe I myself had some trepidation about doing this when it came through. But at any rate, I feel like there were some very strong messages here. And in the month of October, they're giving me right now, this month, you really need to be coming from a place of love and forgiveness and mercy. There are going to be things coming out. They're still bringing up again the political thing in the USA. Don't hate your brother, your friend, or whomever because of their choices about politics or their health. We need to still be loving and kind, right? Just because someone doesn't think the way we think does not mean that we can't love them. Okay? Reflection, Seven of Pentacles. What work have you put in? What are you reflecting on? What do you need to change, I'm hearing? Reflect on your own behavior. What is it that you may need to change? Is it how you're seeing someone? Is it how you're seeing yourself? Because we also had self-love coming up, right? Seven of Pentacles. She has put in a lot of work on this. She's got her basket there and she's like, well, what am I going to do with this work I've put in? This could be thoughts, actions, emotions, relationships. It can be many things. But I'm hearing you need to reflect on any behaviors that you've had that haven't been coming from love. You need to reflect on any obsessive, addictive behaviors that you've been having, and you need to call on Michael to get rid of those. Whatever it is. It could be an obsession with TikTok, you know. It could be an obsession with money. It could be an obsession with work. It could be an obsession with another person. It could be obsessive compulsive disorder they're giving me. Michael can help you break free of all of that. So take some time to reflect on what it may be that you need to call on Michael for. Nine of Cups. Cups are emotion. Emotion and water signs, and nines are getting towards completion. This card is a depiction of somebody who is a braggart. A lot of my guides have given me that. This is somebody who's full of himself, like, look at me, look at everything I've done. So this person in this card is not necessarily, this is ego. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Michael. We don't want to get into our ego like that. We don't want to feel like we are better than someone else, like we know all the answers, like our opinion is the right one. We can't do that, okay? So call on Michael for protection, for breaking through, for breaking free, right? Also to bring things into order with his sword of truth, right? Reflect on your own behaviors and thought patterns and habits and see if there's something you need Michael to help you change. Don't go around thinking that you are the be-all, end-all, king of the hill person. That is not coming from a place of love, okay? So we need to be coming from a place of love, and remember the succession of all of the messages that these archangels have given you with the colors. Pink, violet, green, and blue, right? Have these colors around you. Have those colored stones around you. Call on these archangels to help you get through October. I'm just hearing this has something to do with October and things that are gonna be happening this month, okay? For whoever this reading was for. Thank you guys for sticking it out. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing if you're a subscriber. If you're not, I think I have 8 more to go to reach 400, excuse me, where I'll be giving away some readings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do give it a like, a share, it does help it move around YouTube. And I feel like this message needs to be heard by many. So thank you so much. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.